Zen. Calm. Oh, hello, trainers. Professor Palm here, and it appears you caught me meditating. After last week going a little crazy with power, I thought it would be a lot better to at least let go of all that and just go calm and maybe be very chill. I'm just trying to get myself out of that mad state and go back to the nice, calm, happy state. It's been very nice, actually. I think I've become one with my inner spirit. As you know, last week we covered the Tyran Attar line, which was a lot of fun to cover, but to be honest, it did drive me a little insane. So I'm glad to say that this week I'm taking it slow. I'm taking it easy, and I feel at a lot of peace now. I don't feel mad with power. I don't feel crazy anymore. I feel like me again, but in a very, very chill place. I have some teachers to thank for that, and I'd like for you to meet them today. I never could have gotten here if it hadn't been for my teachers, Meditite and, of course, Medicham. My two teachers here brought me to such incredible places I didn't even know existed. Just by meditating, I went to spiritual heights you would never expect. I even learned how to do some yoga. Also, I became a little bit of a dancer thanks to these Pokemon. Wow, I gotta say, there's some great teachers to have. But among all things, I have to say, I really feel so much better, and I don't feel mad with power or that I'm gonna go destroy something or go on a major rampage like I did last week. Thanks a lot for that, Tyran Attar. If you feel that you've gone a little crazy or a little mad, I would definitely suggest doing some meditation. It really soothes the soul. But maybe you could also dance your emotions out, or maybe even express them out with having a little fighting style, like going to the gym and hitting some bags. Oh, speaking of which, looks like Meditite and Medicham are having themselves a staring contest. This is a very good exercise for them as it shows who has stronger brain power. That's right, these Pokemon also fight using their minds. I think that these are incredible monkey Pokemon, and I have to say, the fighting type really comes in handy with their psychic powers. I think that this is an incredible line. Well, I think that we should start going to spiritual heights through meditation. And before we begin, I want to give a very big thanks to my fellow subscriber, Currit the Hyena. You requested me to do another monkey video? Well, here you go. I hope you really like this video. After all, Meditite and Medicham are based off of primates, so I hope that these monkeys serve you well. And don't worry, these guys are very well behaved. No monkey business here. No one's going bananas. But also, before we begin, if you like the shirt that I'm wearing, this one is called The Fire Ape Within. It was made by artist Trigonometry. I oftentimes buy my shirts on Etsy. While I may not be sponsored, I still want to give her a huge thanks. I thought it would be a great shirt to wear since we're talking about fighting type monkeys today. Even though these Pokemon aren't fire types, they do learn the move Fire Punch. And hey, I gotta say, if you're a big fan of the Chimchar line, or you really like monkey Pokemon like my friend Currit the Hyena, then I would personally recommend this shirt for you. And hey, why buy a silly stock image t-shirt when you can give a talented artist like Trigonometry herself good business? Oh, sorry about that, trainers. I've just been really in the zone when meditating this week. Please forgive me for that. It's very nice to do this, but I think it's time to go to spiritual heights deep within our minds. And what better teacher to teach us than Meditite? Meditite, the Meditate Pokemon, is based on the Hindu deity Shiva with its hat it wears upon its head. Also, you could say that this Pokemon looks like a monkey, but also a practitioner of yoga in a meditative state. And these Pokemon have a gender difference. As you can tell, mine is female, as a female has lower ears on its head than it does for a male. In the wild, you'll often find Meditite sitting in a very quiet place in the lotus position, where it meditates for hours every day just to build up its mental energy, but it also does this to evolve. And if you see Meditite deep in thought, it'll start to levitate, showing how deep it is in the zone. Meditite undergo intense mental training deep in the mountains. This Pokemon is so into its training that it doesn't often eat. If you have to see what this Pokemon's diet is, oftentimes a Meditite will just eat a single berry a day. Seems kind of small, but the main reason it does this is by enduring hunger. Its spirit is tempered and it's made much stronger. You will often find Meditite in the lotus position, eyes closed, deep in thought, trying to awaken its spiritual powers. However, not every Meditite is the same. Some of them are easily distracted, and as a result, their training never ends. But these Pokemon never give up, and they will never stop until they awaken their spiritual powers. The best way to tell of which Meditite has awakened its spiritual powers is the ones that you see levitating. While they are psychic Pokemon and can levitate themselves, only the ones that have hit the true spiritual power have that ability to levitate as well as meditate at the same time. Ones that can't do that yet are trying their hardest, but eventually they will achieve it. Not only does Meditite just do meditation for its training, it also does yoga. It never misses a yoga workout, and believe it or not, this Pokemon makes a great yoga instructor, as many trainers have learned a lot from it. This yoga workout also is how it trains for fights. Being a fighting type Pokemon, Meditite does enjoy fighting. However, this Pokemon has a very zen nature, and it often is found cool, collected, and not really showing a lot of emotion. For fighting, it oftentimes uses its psychic powers, but it also really does like to fight with its physical force. These Pokemon have a very weird way of battling. You see, despite being a fighting psychic type, Meditite oftentimes can fight in the lotus position without moving a single muscle, requiring only their mind to use all their psychic powers. But when they have to get physical, these Pokemon have a very weird way of fighting. Since they do a lot of yoga, they see battles as a yoga exercise. And yeah, they fight in the yoga style. Since they do a lot of dodging, this makes a lot of Pokemon very angry, but at the same time, it uses this as an advantage to tire out its opponent. Meditite made its anime debut in the Pokemon Advanced episode, A Meditite Fight, under the ownership of Shuna, who helped Ash train for his rematch against Brawly. In the games, despite this Pokemon's incredible typing, it's never been the signature Pokemon of anyone, but it has appeared on many fighting-type gym leaders' teams, specifically Maylene as well as Brawly's teams. Strangely enough, in the Pokemon Emerald games, Meditite could not be found in the wild, despite it having been introduced in the Hoenn region, which makes it rather strange as this Pokemon would be very helpful, but I guess the games had to omit some Pokemon. I'm just sad it was Meditite and Medicham. They are great Pokemon. If Meditite was teaching a class, would you take it? I have to say, this Pokemon is an incredible teacher. It's great at yoga, it's great at fighting, and of course, it opens our minds to new spiritual heights. But things can only get stronger from here, and we can get our mental powers to go even higher. So, let's evolve our little yoga monkey into Medicham. And trust me, just like its previous evolution, Medicham becomes an even greater teacher. Medicham, the Meditate Pokemon, is based on a yoga practitioner in a meditative state, as well as a primate, but its appearance is also a cross between a Shaolin monk for its fighting style and a belly dancer for its appearance. This Pokemon also has a gender difference, as the top bulb of its head is seen as bigger on a male and it's smaller on a female. As you can tell, mine is a female. Through its power of meditation, Medicham has developed a sixth sense of reading minds. And no, it does not see dead people. What it does is see the future as well as what's inside of people and Pokemon's minds alike. Medicham is often so deep in thought, meditating, that it can sit in place for a whole month without eating and be completely unaware of what day it is. This is how it builds up its mental power as well as strengthens its psychic power, but it also makes its brain even stronger doing this. Just like my favorite Pokemon of all time, Lucario, Medicham has the ability to sense aura. It gains this ability, though, through starvation. Yep, being hungry actually helps this Pokemon, and because of its hunger, it's gained aura sense. Medicham also has very good balance, and I should say that its dancer appearance isn't just for show, as this Pokemon is surprisingly a great dancer and makes a wonderful dance teacher. Medicham elegantly avoids attacks using dance-like steps, and then it launches the devastating blow in the same motion, making this Pokemon a bit of a dance fighter. I guess this Pokemon would be a great dance instructor, but if you want to fight, you can do both, a dance class and a fight class together. Despite this Pokemon being a dancer, as well as meditating and fighting, it even has time for yoga. Yeah, this Pokemon puts yoga in its workout, but the yoga it undergoes is very harsh and very tough to do. By training this way, its mind, body, and psychic powers have grown even stronger, that Medicham now has the ability to predict its foe's next move, as well as read their mind. This also pertains to trainers as well. Since Medicham have the ability to read minds, they understand a lot of emotional problems that trainers are going through, and if you have this Pokemon on your team, it can oftentimes help you reach middle ground with others, but other times it knows the right meditation exercises to help you get rid of all those horrible feelings and replace them with a better feeling. Since this Pokemon doesn't show a lot of emotion, it does know very well what emotion is, and it does know how to make them better. Here's a little bit of something that you could do with a bunch of Medicham. Open a gym! You know why? Because these Pokemon teach so many lessons and one of them can be a great gym trainer. Why not use this to your advantage? One of your Medicham could be a yoga instructor, one of them could be a meditation trainer, and of course, one of them can be a dance instructor. There you go. You have so many things you can do, and you will have a ton of people coming in. Oh, and guess what? They'll learn so much from this Pokemon. Medicham made its anime debut in the Pokemon Advanced Challenge episodes Pros and Con Artists, as well as Come What May, under the ownership of Grace, who May defeated and won her very first ribbon. In the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, Medicham was on Team Memes with Gengar and Ekans, a group of Pokemon bullies that only liked doing missions to make themselves look stronger and would charge outrageous prices towards other Pokemon. Despite Medicham's incredible power, it's never been the signature Pokemon of any Elite Four member, nor even gym leader. Yeah, kinda sad to say that this Pokemon oftentimes sits second fiddle. I gotta say, I really do love this Pokemon, and it really helped me out a lot in Pokemon Omega Ruby, especially during the Elite Four. So, if you're looking for a pretty good fighting type Pokemon, there's many to choose from, but if you want one to teach you many incredible lessons, look no further than Medicham itself. Meditite and Medicham have a lot of power, but unfortunately, even with this whole Zen-like attitude they have a couple of weaknesses, as every Pokemon has a weakness. For these Pokemon, the attacks that they're weak to are Flying, Fairy, and of course, Ghost. But being that they're fighting type moves will never affect a Ghost type. So even though not every fighting type Pokemon is weak to Ghost, fighting type moves do no damage to Ghost, making it not just its weakness, but also a hard target for them to hit. A dual typing of Psychic Fighting has many advantages, as both Meditite and Medicham have a lot of strengths. Since they learn so many Psychic moves and so many fighting moves, the Pokemon that they're strong against are Dark, Rock, Steel, Ice, Poison, Fighting, and at long last, Normal. Yep, these Pokemon have a unique typing combo and have a lot of strengths. While they have a couple weaknesses, they definitely do know how to keep their fighting spirit alive. Have you ever taken a meditation class? Maybe a yoga class? How about a dance class? Or do you even just like going to the gym? Well, if you like any of these and you want an instructor or a good teacher, even a trainer, look no further than these Pokemon. The way they move, as well as train and fight, is unmatched. Training a Medicham and a Meditite is very interesting, as you'll never know what fighting style it'll use. It could even fight in a very Zen style, but never underestimate their power. Even though these Pokemon look like they do nothing while meditating, they can read minds, so yeah, they can always predict their opponent's next move. Since these Pokemon often meditate and get lost in their own thoughts, you could think that this could be a chore, but sometimes this is a lot of fun for these Pokemon, as they have the ability to make the most of their training. With their psychic powers, they can go to spiritual heights and even create a reality that only they know that they can travel to. One funny thing that you should know about these Pokemon is they have the power to literally make their opponent hit themselves. Since they're psychic types, they have the power to control the other Pokemon or even a trainer's mind and make them harm themselves. Definitely does bring a new meaning to the term stop hitting yourself. These Pokemon also have real fighting spirit. Not just the saying, but since they're psychic type, both Meditite and Medicham have the ability to leave their body. Yep, just like Doctor Strange, these Pokemon have the ability to leave their physical form and fight in spiritual form. If you're looking for a Pokemon to join you in yoga, dancing, fighting, or even meditation, I would say look no further than these Pokemon. Not only do they make great partners, but they also make wonderful teachers. Ah, hello trainers! Welcome back! How was your time with your teachers? Good? Bad? Meh? Well, what fighting style, as well as training style, did you like the best that your teacher showed you today? Did you know about these training styles? Or was this all brand new to you? Also, is this a line that you've always gone with whenever you can get it? Or is this one that you often pass by? I also am curious to know, if you wanted to go to a class, would you bring any of these Pokemon with you? And do you think they'd make a good teacher for you? Please, I really would love to know from you guys. If you liked what you saw, as well as you really enjoyed your teachers today, please leave a like. If you have an idea that you want turned into a video, you want me to talk about another Pokemon evolutionary line, or you want me to talk about something with Scarlet and Violet, please comment. And as always, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, please smash that subscribe button. Oh, and if you have any friends that like Pokemon, please feel free to recommend me. I'm happy to meet as many trainers as there are in the world. I think I'm going to go back to meditating. So, thanks for watching. Palm out!